Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. Hot or cold, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode of the Success Chronicles. And today we're on with my guy, Mr. Chris Seman. Awesome guy doing some great things. And I'm truly grateful to have him on. So first, I just want to say thanks so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles.
Hey, Chip, thank you so much for having me here. Couldn't be more thrilled.
Yes, sir. Well, let's dive into it. If you don't mind sharing, a little bit about with the audience about who you are and what it is you do.
Well, who I am and what I want to do. I think that's an existential question. And a lot of times it's, difficult to answer. But what I do is I am the president and CEO of a company out of Cincinnati, Ohio called Strategic Franchising. We're a family of 5 franchise brands that help basically the average person get into business ownership. So the way I always like to tell people, it's we're franchising for everybody. A lot of times when people look at starting your own business, you think you have to have $1 million in the bank and you got to have this big conglomerate behind you before you can launch a business. And what we have done is we've tried to bring business ownership to the masses. So our concepts, whether it's a senior relocation company like Caring Transitions, a professional paint organization like Freshcoat, a business-to-business coaching like the Growth Coach. We organic, healthy pet food delivered to your home is Pet Wants. And then our final brand is really kind of like a senior concierge service, handyman, everything a senior would need to be able to stay in their home so they're not forced out as they get older, which happens to, unfortunately, a lot of seniors as your home is such a huge asset of your family, but at the same time, it depreciates, it gets older, it constantly needs maintenance. As you get older, you're physically less able to do so. And we've set up programs and plans through TrueBlue that allow you to stay in your home where over 80% of all people have said that's where they want to retire and live anyways. So I've been doing that about 11 years, got into franchising about 21 years ago, kind of as a fluke, and fell in love with it, and something I thought was going to last me a year. I was going to be a business coach for about a year and then go back into my real career. And 21 years later, here I am talking to you and extolling the values of franchising across the world, and specifically our 5 brands. But I love the concept of business ownership for everyone who's really looking to go down that path.
Love it. Love it. Well, what are 3 things you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
Well, that's a great question. I would look at there's the career things I'm very proud of, and there's the pride thing I'm most proud of. Just to start off with is I have 2 sons in their 30s who are successful, healthy, happy individuals who are living lives of I'm very proud of, and that would be my number one thing that I'm most proud of, and that even though they probably did all the hard work, I'm still proud to see what those guys are doing in the world. The other thing was, is I kind of got into it. There's a couple different career things. I could probably name quite a few, but when I was working, I got my start in a handyman franchise when I got into franchising, and that was the career I said, I thought I'd do it for about a year and then go back into my real career. And after doing it for like 5-6 years, I got very passionate about small business coaching and helping small business owners be successful. And just because of the natural progression of things, I got promoted to be vice president of operations for the organization. And about a month after that announcement, we had our big annual conference. All the franchise owners were there. And I gave my first State of the Union from the vice president of operations presentation. Got a standing ovation, which is awesome. Most of us don't get that kind of stuff in our lives. So, for me, it was pretty cool. And I was able to afterwards, just the people who understood that I sincerely cared about their business and cared about them as people, and were genuinely happy and, pleased for me was very important, because it wasn't just, they thought I was a nice guy. They also thought I was committed to their success. So I was pretty impactful, something to be very proud of. And the other thing was about 11 years ago, I was looking for my next career opportunity. I was looking to take that next step, just to see for personal fulfillment. And I got this opportunity in Cincinnati, Ohio, for our
Mm-hmm.
company here called Caring Transitions, which was a primarily an estate sale company at the time. And one of the things about that was interesting to me was I had never really heard of estate sales except for rich people. And
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out, okay, how does this really help the average person, and how's this a business? Because there's a few rich people in our country, don't get me wrong, but is there enough to make a business for everybody else? So I was like, I got in here and was really able to talk to all the franchise owners that we had at the time. It was still a relatively small organization. We'd only launched a few years before, and was able to talk to experts in the industry and started looking at like, what is it that we can really help people with? And then we really developed a business model and around some additional services that I think were missing if you were just doing a straight estate sale. And we're able to blend this together to be able to provide kind of this whole customized packaging for our seniors clients and their families that would allow them to successfully transition when they had to leave the older family home and move into
Mm-hmm.
a different life experience, maybe a assisted living or a senior community. And all of these things kind of happen, and the brand just kind of exploded. And we really helped thousands and thousands of families across the United States. And we created, which this was pure luck, by the way. It's not like I knew a pandemic was coming, but we had moved a lot of our liquidations onto our online liquidation platform, CT Bids.
Mm-hmm.
And so when the pandemic hit, we were able to keep rolling, because a lot of senior communities had a lot of challenges with, the COVID, and the impact it had on seniors, especially they're not necessarily in the best of health. But because we had put together health and safety protocols, and we were able to do online liquidations, which didn't have the full estate sales where people were gathering in homes, we were able to continue to help families, and our franchise owners were continue to be successful
Awesome.
and grow during a very difficult time. And so because I had a hand working with the great team that built all this kind of stuff up, very, very proud of that. So those are the three I'm going to stop with. So we
There you go.
keep going
That's
on
good. That's
everything
good.
else.
Yeah, so good. Well, hearing you talk about your journey, hearing you talk about the things that you're proud of, I would consider that to be successful. So let's hit on success. What is your definition of success?
Well, that's the thing. I talk to people about success all the time. And I think in the business perspective and the personal life experience perspective, one of the things, the advantages of growing older, it's given me a much healthier perspective on what success means. I think success is an internally developed and grown concept. Is like, what is it that you want to achieve? For me, it was realizing that success was not the end game. It wasn't. You're not successful in 2021, and then you're good for the rest of your life. You have to determine what and to define what that is. And for me, success really, as I've gotten older, has really been around the concept of fulfillment. I mean, are you personally fulfilled with what it is that you're doing in your business life and in your personal life? And it's not necessarily the acquisition of goods and services and trying to accumulate as much stuff as possible. Stuff is stuff after a while. And I feel successful because of the people I work with, that they're able to achieve the success for themselves and their families that they're looking for. And I have a great wife. I have a great life. I got two great kids of my own. I got a great stepkid. I got a wonderful dog. And, we get to do the things we want to do because we're not focused. We focus in on experiences versus, acquiring items. And so to me, that's success. And, I don't have a personal plane. I don't have 14 homes. I don't see those things as measures of success. I see those measures of acquisition and what is it that you want in your life. It's just, let's all define that for ourselves, and then I will help you get you there. That's how I define success.
That is so good. I love that. And it's so true. Happy wife, happy life, and no strife.
Yeah.
I love it. Well,
For sure.
as we
For sure.
as we close, I'd love to give you an opportunity to share where people can go check you guys out and follow you and show you some love with all of the amazing things that you guys have going on.
Probably the easiest way to learn about our company is just go to strategicfranchising.com. That'll show you the pathway on all five of our concepts, and like all five that I talked about earlier, they all have their own individual websites that you can link to right from there, and they'll take you to their LinkedIn pages, their Facebook pages, and all the other informational resources. But if you're on Facebook, you just type in caringtransitions.com or Caring Transitions. You probably don't need the .com on Facebook. But there's a corporate page. Plus, there's all our individual franchisees have their pages for all of our concepts. So they'll share you what they're doing in their personal businesses and what they're trying to influence and change the world as well, in one community at a time. So strategicfranchising.com is probably your gateway there.
Good deal. Well, I just want to say thanks so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles. Thanks for stopping by and dropping some nuggets, some good stuff. Truly appreciate it, and I wish you continued success.
Hey, the same to you, Chip. Good luck with the show. Really excited to hear about your book, Impact of Influence. I'll be taking a look at that, and
Awesome.
I appreciate you spending the time with me and hearing a little bit about the world of franchising. Always a pleasure to share, and really thankful for the time. And have a great one, man.
Yes, sir. And thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless.
Take care.
Go get it.